Hello everyone, my name is ExOpsKilla, and I have another gameplay commentary for all of you people to watch, listen to, and enjoy. And in today's video, I am going to be playing the game Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Online. Now this is a free-to-play, third-person shooter. This is a very fun game. It's another free game, so you don't have to pay a cent for this game. And personally, I would pay money to buy this game and to play it if it wasn't free, because the game is fun. It feels great when you're shooting the guns. It has great sound assets. It has good background noise, which I know isn't really that big of a deal, but when you're just sitting in the menu and you just listen into what the people are actually saying, it sounds pretty cool, like real combat, like over the comms or whatever. And this game just is really fun. I picked it up over the weekend and I've been playing it. I have about, I think, 3 hours logged into the game, and this footage is from my first about 1 hour of playing it. And I was having a lot of fun. The guns they feel like you're shooting a gun when you're playing this game because they have so much recoil, but at the same time there isn't as much recoil. Well, there's a lot of recoil, I'll say that. But you have to slowly do 2 or 3 round bursts so that you can stay accurate and on target, because in this game your first 3 or 4 shots are right on the dot. They're perfectly accurate, and then above that your cone of fire, your spread just gets bigger and bigger and bigger until you can't hit the broadside of a barn, which I really like that about this game because it requires skill. You can spray, and I do in a few situations where it's just like very close quarters. You can just spray whatever you want, but anything longer than, I'd say, like about 10 yards, you have to burst, because it gets crazy out of control whenever you have that high amount of recoil just kicking, and the cone of fire spreads out so large that it's very hard to keep on target. Now this is a free game, like I said, and the link to download the game will be in the description. But there is a problem if you're on Windows 7 that I had over the weekend. There's a very easy solution to fixing it, and if you guys want me to make a video to show how to fix that, it would only take me about 2 minutes or so, and it's really easy. But it is kind of a pain in the butt if you don't know how to fix it, because it took me 30 minutes to figure out how to fix something that should have only taken me between 30 seconds and a minute to actually fix. So that is kind of a bad thing, and I hope Ubisoft is fixing that as we speak. But this game has been out for a while. It's been out since 2012. I'm not sure when it came out, but I know that it has been out since 2012. So it's getting polished. It seems pretty balanced from what I can tell. The beginner lobbies, which is what some of this footage will be in, are very easy. I will say it's very easy. It's good to get into the game because a lot of people are noobs and they don't know how to play games. One guy that I was playing with that was his first PC game he's ever played. So it's really easy at times to get those kills and to get used to the game. But once you get to level 5 and you're kicked out of the beginners games and you have to go in with all the veterans who've been playing 3 or 4 months, it gets a little bit harder. It's still a lot of fun, and I still have a lot of fun. But my KD is going down because I'm not getting as many kills. Like, I used to go 6-0, 9-0, so in the beginner lobbies, and now I'm going like 6-9 or like 9-10 or whatever. So I'm still doing well. I'm just not doing great. But this game is not about the KD ratio. This is more so not about the KD ratio than Battlefield 3 and PlanetSide 2. This is very team oriented. If you can top the leaderboard by just going around capping points and being like 10-0. I mean, no, 0-10. You can be the top of the leaderboard, the best player on your team, if you're just going around helping your team out and capturing objectives. This game is very team oriented, and since it is that third person kind of shooter, it's harder, I would say, to actually the gunplay is a little bit harder, and your situational awareness is really good because it is that third person feel. And it does, the UI is very good because as you can see on the screen, whenever I get close to a teammate, a little blue line will link me to the teammate, so you can tell like where your teammates are in relation to you. So you know when one person is covering your back or not, so you can see if a flank is unprotected or not. Some people say that that's very annoying and it distracts them, but personally for me, once I get into the game, once I'm focused, once I'm like in the actual battlefield, then those lines just disappear for me, and that just gives my brain more situational awareness so that I can take out the enemy. And this game is very tactical. It's very it's hard to do well, I would say, because the recoil and the gunplay is harder to master because you do have to get those 2 to 3 round bursts, and it's you can be at a disadvantage very easily in this game. In Battlefield 3, you can just run and gun pretty much and get your kills and do what you want and be the top of the leaderboard. Not in this game. You have to use cover in order to be successful in killing players. Because this is how it works. Say you are facing an enemy. He's in cover, you're not. You lose most likely. Say you're facing an enemy. He's crouched, you're standing. You lose most likely. Say you're facing an enemy. He's standing still, you're moving. You lose most likely. Say you have an enemy and he's like prone and cover peeking around a wall and you're sprinting towards him. You lose most likely. And there are always exceptions to the rule in this case. I've done a few of them where you can get those lucky kills on some people who you really shouldn't have got the kill on, but they just either couldn't hit you because their aim was off or they're just that bad at the game. But the further you get, like once you get past the beginners little like lobby, the matchmaking or whatever, you can't do that. You can't get away with that crap anymore in the bigger and like the bigger leagues pretty much, because they will kick your butt with like the snap of a finger. So you have to use your cover, and this game has a very good cover based system because it's very fluid to get into cover and get out. It's really easy. It's really good to peek. You can peek over cover and to the left and the right of cover. Whenever you want to, you can go ADS or aim down sights over, like peeking over cover left or right, and it's just a really good system. You can also slide, as you'll probably see in this game, in the footage, where you can slide into cover and you'll automatically get crouched in cover, or you can prone slide by cover and then hit E or whatever your cover button is and then get into the cover there. You can also have different stances behind cover. The taller cover you can stand, crouch, or prone. In like the waist height cover you can crouch or prone, and I don't think there's any cover that is only proning, but in some cases you need to, because if you don't want to be detected and you have in my case I have the heat ability or the Aegis ability depending on which class I play on my back, and that'll poke up above cover so people know where I am. Also, there are abilities in this game. I just mentioned 2. One's heat, where you put down pretty much a heat, which is like a AoE a kind of attack, but it's not on your body. You can project this like heat down a hallway, down pretty much whatever you want, and it'll suppress the people who you're fighting. And that's good, but I find the Aegis, I think it's called, the shield, more effective, because you can pop that shield, walk down a bridge, cover everyone and yourself behind you, because the enemy cannot shoot through your shield, because when they shoot your shield the bullets will just bounce off, and you have a relatively long time in the shield. I'd say about 20 seconds, which is a long time in a game like this, or really any game of pretty much invulnerability against gunfire and bullets and stuff like that. So this is just a really quick intro into this game. If you want to see more on this game, just please leave a comment in the comment section. And yeah, this game is so good that it encouraged me to actually buy the first Ghost Recon game. And if Moving and I can get onto each other's servers and play the game in co-op mode, then we will have a new series up on each of our channels of the first Ghost Recon. Now, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a good day. Remember to leave your ideas and suggestions in the comment section. See you guys next time.